Good evening, friends. Welcome back to our show, Roaring Cycles Expeditions. He did an all India ride covering 10,000 kilometers along with four of his friends in on his ESD. So, yeah, no bullet, no none of the modern bikes, no maps and nothing, and he did 10,000 kilometers on that. And then he did another one in the late 2000 era, and at that time he covered about 14,000 plus kilometers, and he covered India again. So without wasting much time, let me try to invite him over and listen it from him. Please introduce yourself to us. I know most of them know you, but for the remaining audience who don't know much about you, can you please give us a short introduction about yourself?
A short introduction would be that I'm basically a traveler. I don't know whether you can call me a biker as such. It is because I don't have any fancy ideas of going off-roading and stuff like that. I basically like touring on the bike, and I've been traveling since I was very young. I mean, I've got the travel genes with me in my family, and
Okay.
my dad, in using the present terminology, my dad was a migrant to Bombay from Karnataka. So
Oh,
in those days, in my younger generation and my dad's generation, it was a thing. We used to every year go to a native place.
uh-huh.
It was an annual
So,
visit during the summer holidays. Bombay में पानी का problem होता था, so we had to go to native place. So we used to go back to Karnataka. And those days, Bombay, Mangalore used to be a hell of a journey. If you go by
uh,
train, it would take about 2 to 3 days. So bus was the best alternative.
mm,
And that is, I think, what got me the bug of the road tripping rather than anything else. And when I was about 12 or 13, I once had to, didn't get a regular seat in the bus while coming back from Mangalore, but I got the one next to the pilot. उसके बाजू में जो एक सीट होता है वो. And so, and I mean, it was almost like me sitting on the left hand side and driving the bus, and that
okay.
really got me. And so I decided. I mean, at that time my ambition was not to become a pilot or anything, but it was to become a bus driver.
Okay. And then, but you moved on to become a pilot.
No, I didn't move on to become a pilot. I joined the airlines ultimately, yes, but in the commercial section, the ground section.
Okay. That's great.
So
So
travel
you
has
love
remained
traveling and you moved into traveling.
yes, and my family had made it a practice that every year we used to have a family vacation after this
Okay.
native trip thing. So we
Uh-huh.
used to go on holiday every year as a family. Which that particular thing now, though my our children are having their own lives and they are not here in India, they still manage to meet every year and have a family vacation. So that tradition continues as far as
That's a
traveling is
lovely
concerned.
tradition, sir.
Yeah.
And nowadays,
So
people try just to go out to some other place, like visit 10 दिन छुट्टी लिया किधर और गए गांव कोई नहीं जाता as in they don't typically visit their native or they try to just go somewhere else and it's never a family I mean a huge family kind of a picnic out there.
yeah, true. And then as far as my biking is concerned, I started biking in 1978.
Oh.
Motorcycling. I mean, I've preferred actually, basically, as I said, I love to travel, but my
Mm-hmm.
preferred mode of travel is the bike.
Okay.
Remembering that if I'm sure you must have read Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, that book
Right.
in which he says that if you travel by car, it's like watching a TV. While if you're on the bike, you're with the elements, whether it's sun,
Absolutely.
rain, snow, whatever, and you can feel the ground rushing past you and the wind. Of course, now I mean with the helmets on, you don't have it blowing on your face, not going through your hair. But then you still have that feeling of
Yeah,
being
you
with the
still
element.
feel the wind.
Yeah, and you can bike takes you to places where a four-wheeler can't take you.
Correct. I get
So
very claustrophobic when I sit in a car. So I also prefer the bike compared to the car.
absolutely, yes. But then I started biking, and then in 1982, हम लोग ऐसे बैठे थे, 4 or 5 of us, and
Uh-huh.
decided. I just asked these guys, "How about going around the country on the bike?"
Okay.
And two of us were from Air India, two were from Taj Flight Kitchen, all ESD lovers. So in a matter
So
of minutes,
what?
everybody agreed.
Sorry. So what made you choose YesD? I think we had Rajdoot, we had some other bikes as well. So what made you choose YesD?
That was the bike of that particular time. I mean, even now, I think if I had a chance, I would have still had that particular ESD. 250 cc tha, and as far as an Enfield is concerned, all that I had heard was that you spend more time in the garage than on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Those days. अब
Okay.
की बात है
I'm sorry to
1992.
cut you off. Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off. You can continue with your story. Like how did it happen? As in, you said four of your other friends you'll join and you'll just decided to go around the country and yeah. उस टाइम पे मैप्स नहीं रहता था. I mean, planning a route out or how to go, and then the roads were also not so great during that time. How did you manage it on your bike?
We used paper maps, TTK ka maps tha,
Uh huh.
and we had one huge India map, and
Okay.
then state-wise maps also we had.
Mm-hmm.
So we charted out on the India map, pura chart out kiya tha, the route. We worked out the cost, and then
Okay.
one of our friends who came on the ride with us, Ninad Bhosle, he swung the sponsorship for us from Tata Oil Mills.
Okay.
And I mean, I think all of us were on, we went on, we didn't have any leave because it was about 40 days. We didn't have so much of leave those days. We were still new in the company that we had started working. And so we went on loss of pay, leave on loss of
Okay.
pay.
Mm-hmm.
So
But
basically, why I'm telling you this is because people say, "अरे यार नहीं जमता है, इतना पैसा लगता है, you know." But then if you have a will to do something, I'm sure you can do it. There's no such thing
I,
as ये नहीं होगा, वो नहीं होगा. जो करना है तो करना ही है बस.
correct, absolutely. If you have a passion to do something and the willpower to go the length, yes, it's absolutely possible to achieve the levels that you want.
See, the thing about me is I'm not at all good with numbers. If
Right.
you ask me how many kilometers have you done, I will not be able to tell you. Now, that's the reason why Abhishek, when he custom painted my bike, he put the
Mm-hmm.
number 14072 on my bike. That was the number of kilometers that I'd done on the second ride with Mr. Kapoor.
Okay.
Aditya.
And that was another right. Which year was that, sir?
The second ride was in 2014. The first ride
Okay.
was in 1982. 1982 में एशिया था दिल्ली में.
Uh-huh.
So we had gone there for the opening ceremonies.
Okay.
I mean, apart from the All India thing, that was the like climax, and then we came back from there.
Okay. So during your ride, you also attended the Asiad ceremony.
Yes, yes, yes. Opening
That
ceremony,
would have
yes.
been a wonderful experience as well, right? The opening ceremony, to be there. I mean, to see it live. उस टाइम पे
Absolutely,
कलर
yes.
टीवी भी उतना नहीं रहता था, तो आई मीन टीवी पे उतना खास नहीं दिखता था हम लोग को.
तो हम लोग दिल्ली गए देखने के लिए.
I mean, you did it in 1982. So, what triggered you to do it again in 2014?
So that's part of the story actually. That once बाद में शादी हो गई, बच्चे हो गए. So then after that, once you have children, you can't possibly go on a ride, on a bike ride with them. But travel we must.
Yes,
So
correct.
instead of 2 weeks, it became 4 weeks.
Uh-huh.
So for quite a number of years, I mean, till I retired, I was still traveling. So as I said, then I retired, and then बोला कि क्या बच्चे भी नहीं है साथ में, it is an empty nest. So I have to do something about it. I mean, get back to what I used to do earlier.
Uh-huh.
And by that time, the Royal Enfield had come out with a self-start bike.
Yeah, correct.
And, ESD, I had stopped riding because of my back problem.
Oh,
So then so I was looking for a bike with a self-starter. And this bike also had that UC, which of course is old technology comparatively, but still Royal
would you
Enfield
like
brought
to
it.
have some more water, sir?
नहीं, अभी ये गले का प्रॉब्लम है. If I speak too much, it happens. That's why I prefer to write.
So, sorry, sir. Yes, you were saying about the bike.
So in 2000, बाद में मैं बोला अभी retired. Yeah, I retired in 2011. So then I went and booked the Enfield 500cc. And then I started riding that bike. Then to get more into this Enfield mode, I had met an indie blogger founder, Vineet. He was a he was a co-founder of the Bison's Ride Art Club. He invited me to join there.
Okay.
So I joined the club just to get an idea as to what it is like to ride an Enfield.
Right.
I had the bike then, Enfield bike. And but basically I'm a solo rider. I can't. अभी इतने साल when I've been riding alone, and I've been riding my own in my own style. When I ride in a group, I generally tend to cramp their style. They like to go from place to place. यहाँ से वहाँ. मेरा ऐसा नहीं है. I prefer to take it very easy. As a matter of fact, the last ride that I'd done was to Mangalore last year in November. I used to ride just 300 kilometers a day.
Okay.
So it took me 3 days to reach Mangalore, but I enjoyed my ride. I was riding alone. After a long time, riding is a sort of a meditation for me. It's nothing else. I mean, it is meditation. When I want to have some peace, when I want to just be by myself, I go for a ride.
Correct. I mean, even for me, if when I'm upset or when I just really want to let go of myself, I just pick my bike and go around anywhere around and just relax. It's absolutely. I agree with you. It's a kind of meditation and soul searching as well. Like you can really relax on the bike.
Absolutely, yes.
So
बाद में बोला, so I wanted to do on my 60th birthday. I wanted to be on Khardungla Pass.
Okay.
So that H.V. Kumar, I don't know, you must have heard of him. He's a great motorist and a tourer. On Facebook, he's got a page devoted to his by his fans also. H.V. Kumar. So he
yes, I know.
Planned out the whole ride for me. I wanted to do it alone.
Okay.
As always, to Bombay to Ladakh and be on the Khardungla Pass on my 60th birthday. But as luck would have it, just a couple of days before that, I got a sciatica attack.
Oh,
and I couldn't get up from the bed.
that's
So then I had to
serious.
drop it off. Then I dropped it off, and then but that that Kira was still there.
Okay,
कहाँ तो जाना है.
right.
So then talking about it, people came to know of it. And the problem with me is I can't say no to anyone. So Aditya Raj Kapoor, he approached me and he asked me, "Can I join you on this ride?" I said, "ठीक है, let's go." So then he said, ऐसे बात करते करते in the same meeting, he said, "Since you're doing that ride, why not we do a Kashmir to Kanyakumari thing?"
Mm-hmm.
That is from Khardungla to Kanyakumari.
Right.
I said, ठीक है. Then he said, if you're doing all that, then let's do an all India ride. बोला
Right.
ठीक है. So then he said, since you're doing all this, let's go to Nepal also.
Okay.
बोले ठीक है. Then he said, let's go to Bhutan. So Bhutan भी गए.
अरे वाह.
So ultimately, it turned out to be a 70 days ka ride. 72 days.
Oh, so an all India became a three nation ride. Like you went from India to Nepal
Yeah,
to Bhutan and then back. Wow.
completely, yes.
So that I mean that kind of thrill. I mean, it must be thrilling, right? You are not planned to actually go to any other place other than a particular thing, and then you just keep riding, 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 and then reach one place, then another one, and add on to your um, uh, yeah, your itinerary, and then complete it. So that, how I mean, there must be a lot of memories, I'm sure, uh, during your rides. I think someone said, someone was asking, like, tell about the Coker Gold. Yeah, so he was asking, tell them about the Coker Gold fields and the gift of 1 kg gold that you got. Romy
I'm sorry.
Furtado is asking.
Now, what is he asking?
Romy is asking you to narrate about the Coker Gold fields and the gift of 1 kg that we got.
He was on the right, and I think he might be able to. Actually, I don't remember because so many things are happening all the time. And that Romy Furtado, he was a guy. He's a sort of a life of any party. He's got an event management company. He owns now.
Okay.
So those days also, he kept all the five of us in good humor all the time. So if anybody was feeling down, all that he had to do was just tap Romy, and then he would be back in good humor.
Okay. So he must have been really. I mean, to have him on the ride would have been real fun. To keep yourself light-hearted and all the jokes going around, right?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
I would request Romy sir to also join us sometime on the interview and narrate his experience as well while he's there. I mean, as in we would like to hear from him as well. So Deepak sir, any particular memory through the rides that you had all these years or during your travel experience? Any place that you have explored like just suddenly out there?
Actually, every place that I went on uh, was unique by itself. So there's no one particular place that I can point and say, "Oh, this is the place." No, it's कुछ नहीं है.
हाँ
Every
लेकिन
particular
कोई
place has its own.
but there must be some experience that you would remember or something that you can share with us more.
एक्चुअली अपना 1982 का फर्स्ट डे का राइड का ही मैं बोल सकता हूँ कि
Sure.
the first day we started out, we were on our way to Goa, and so because of that ceremonial flag off and all that, it got delayed to start. And
Okay.
those days, as you know, if you go on a speed of 80, you felt you're on top of the world. 80 speed means top speed tha, those days on
Okay.
those narrow single lane roads.
Right.
So by evening we reached maybe I think Sangameshwar or something, Ratnagiri side somewhere, and it had started getting dark. Suddenly, एक
Hmm.
bike का lights गया. We were three bikes.
Okay.
So then we uh, put him in the center, and the other two bikes हम लोग ऐसे चल रहे. With the headlights we went. Now, this is something like a ghost story की जैसा है. So then after some time, the second bike का light गया.
Okay.
Then जिसका लाइट था उसको सामने रखा and the other two were following.
Hmm.
And you guessed it that after some time वो third bike का भी lights गया. We didn't know what to do then. And no was no street lights or no nothing like that. So then we
Uh-huh.
just parked on the side. And the Sardar was there with us, but he was uh, on the spot. He used to keep thinking, and he was very good in the bikes.
Hmm.
What he said was, they said, any car comes with the headlights. I mean, obviously with headlights. When any car comes, let's just follow it.
Huh.
So we just started our bikes and we kept them revving till we saw an ambassador car coming. And in those days, ambassadors were the tourists.
Huh.
We saw that guy going and we just chased that guy all the way. Then he saw us chasing. He got worried. He was kept on speeding. So we also sped behind him. And then nearing a petrol pump, he just swerved inside to the petrol pump. So we also didn't have a choice. हम लोग भी swerve किया उसके पीछे गए. He would not step out of the car. So then we went and told him, look, I mean, ऐसे ऐसे problem होता, that's why you're following. Please don't get scared or anything. We are not dacoits. He still
Okay.
just wouldn't look at us. He just
Right.
uh, gave us some dirty looks and he just went away. So scared.
I can
And
imagine that.
yeah, and then we had no sleeping bags for the journey,
Mm.
for the whole trip. So that night, then we went to a small little dhaba. Or one
Okay.
day, that's the first time, the first night itself, we used to use a sleeping bag.
Okay.
उसके बाद में, I don't think we ever used them in the whole trip. तो बोनी कर दिया और खत्म हो गया बस.
तो उस टाइम पे तो मतलब इतने सारे पेट्रोल पंप्स भी नहीं थे एंड देन स्टे का भी प्रॉब्लम्स होते थे एज इन यू डिडंट हैव सो मेनी होटल्स और what you'd say options for stay आजकल तो like you have these hostels smaller inns and good hotels along the highway, good food joints as well. So how did you manage all that, sir?
So those days hotels तो नहीं थे, लेकिन मतलब छोटे मोटे hotels. What we used to do is maybe around 4 o'clock in the evening, 4 or 5 in the evening, the nearest town that came along, we used to start looking for a hotel there, and then we used to go and pile on. Small little, what do you call them? Guest houses types.
Right.
So we used to go and stay there.
एंड व्हाट अबाउट फूड सर? आजकल तो बहुत सारे जॉइंट्स खुलते हैं लेकिन आई मीन उस टाइम पे तो ढाबास भी उतने नहीं थे ना.
Dhabas काफी थे actually. Dhabas, as a matter of fact, that's what we used to do. We used to start out at 8 in the morning, 7
Okay.
or 8, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 3 hours of the day, we used to ride 100 kilometers. I mean, it will sound silly today, say 3 घंटे में 100 kilometers. But then those highways were such, the bikes were such that that's the best we could do. And then after that, we used to relax in a dhaba because बाद में वो गर्मी चालू होती थी.
Right.
We used to, as I said, ride 100 kilometers in the first 3 hours. बाद में 11 साढ़े 11 बजे ढाबे में पहुंचते थे. Used to have our lunch and crash out for a while on the Khatiyas and then start out again. And then by around 4 o'clock in the evening, look out for a hotel. And spend the evening. And the first thing we used to do after getting into the hotel was we used to get we used to carry a basic minimum of our clothes. तो पहले जाके हम लोग अपना कपड़े धो लेते
Okay.
undergarments. Undergarments we would wash and we would put it out to dry, and then we
Okay.
would go and I mean, get some booze or whatever and have a small drink, and then crash out for the night. And that had become a sort of a routine thing.
Okay. So yeah, but it kind of even relaxes your muscles, right? I mean, your mind also. The full day का riding थकावट पूरा निकाल देता होगा. I mean,
Yeah,
if it is थोड़ा control में ले तो I think there are people who just slosh themselves out, but yeah.
no, we were very particular about that. That we will just have a couple of drinks just to relax and then crash out, have dinner and crash out, because it was tiring those days. You had to concentrate a lot on the roads because the roads are narrow. Not we didn't have separate lanes for we have the oncoming traffic coming on right onto you. So we had to be very careful as to where we are riding. And it's that same riding that has brought us to where we are today, that we are still riding today. We're still able to ride. Though we didn't have any fancy armored coats and jackets and the gloves.
Yeah, I saw that photograph of yours with that helmet of those days that were available. Like they were not always full face helmet or आजकल में जो मिलता है like high ended helmets and all that.
No. And the best part of it was in the while touring, with घर पे कैसे we didn't have any mobiles. Even everybody didn't have a landline also.
Huh. I remember 1982 is when we got our first um, telephone at home.
Yeah,
I mean, वो भी
landline number after a waiting
yeah.
list of maybe 5 years. So when we used to reach any particular place, and that evening, किसी एक के घर पे फोन करने का, because getting trunk call करना पड़ता,
हाँ.
trunk call करने के लिए, and then PP person to person call होगा. You have to book a call, and that you would get through. Maybe you would be called once the person is on the line, and then you have to go down and then pick up the phone and speak. And then so now we could not possibly call each and every house. So एक किसी के घर पे phone करने का, and then that person would inform the others.
Right.
So that was a sort of protocol that we followed.
Yeah, I mean, today it is like you just, I mean, mobile connects you everywhere. Those days it was so tough. Like even if you had a particular problem, पहले तो phone मिलना मुश्किल है, and then to connect to the right person to get help would have been another problem all the time. And like you said, आपका तीनों light उड़ गया तो आपको एक mechanic बुलाने के लिए भी और to ask for help would have been such a problem around that time.
In those days, we didn't miss the mobile phones because we didn't know what it was. So the only communication that we knew was the landline phones. And on the landline phones also, we knew that we had to wait for a trunk call for your call to be put through. So it was all part of life. I mean, we accepted it the way it was. Because we did not know what is. आज की तारीख में अगर ऐसे हुआ कि समझो तेरा मोबाइल बंद हो गया and you don't know what to do, you start panicking. अरे यार मोबाइल नहीं चल रहा है अभी कैसे? How do I get in touch? How do I get in touch with these people?
Absolutely.
So it was a different era. So now. In those days, traveling by maps also was fun. As a matter of fact, while going from, we have a house in a place called Vittal near Bangalore. So वहाँ पे we stayed one night, and वहाँ से we were supposed to go to Bangalore.
Okay.
And all the signage was in Kannada. none of us could read Kannada
Okay.
in that. So हम लोग निकले, and then there was no GPS, no Google Maps, no nothing.
Correct.
Whatever that, and there's some roads are not marked on those paper maps.
Mm.
Then we used to ask the people, how do I go there? And you know how these villages, सीधा जाने का बोल के ऐसे हाथ दिखाएंगे. So which hand you have to follow, and so ऐसे हम लोग करते करते we reached Mysore instead of Bangalore.
Oh.
But then that was fun. We went via Coorg, and those days Coorg was so beautiful, so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely forested area. It was much better than what it is now. I've been there a couple of years back, but
Uh-huh.
then though that memory is still so beautiful, Coorg ka. So then so I say instead of going to Bangalore, we reached Mysore, and then of course we reached Bangalore in the evening,
Okay.
and then Bangalore true to from what I mean the cops then also are the same as what they are now. हम
Mm-hmm.
लोग because हेलमेट निकाल के हम लोग कुछ पढ़ रहे थे मैप वैप करके then ऐसे ही भूल के हम लोग थोड़े आगे गए तो कॉप स्पॉटर्स फॉर नॉट वेयरिंग हेलमेट. Not that it was compulsory or anything. I don't think it was compulsory then, but still they asked us for our licenses, ye, wo, sab. We spent a lot of time arguing with them. Ultimately, of course, they let us go and without any bribes because they knew that we didn't look as if we had any money. So,
Okay.
bola chao. But in
We were
Bangalore, one of
lucky.
the best experiences I had was the bikes being serviced.
Uh-huh.
Uh, now, unfortunately, I don't remember the name of the mechanic, or the name of the garage, or the name of the area. But then हम लोग
Right.
वहाँ पे गए to get the bike serviced. It was impeccable, that garage. All the screws were hanging on the wall, on that in the huge on wall पे ऐसा टांगे हुए थे, and all the tools were there in those pockets there. And the minute one particular spanner would उसका काम होता था, that spanner would be back in that pocket. Amazing. He was, I think, a racer, if I'm not mistaken. Unfortunately, I don't remember his name. But that was an amazing experience of servicing of a bike after being used to यहाँ पे झोपड़े में चालू कर देते garage. So that was amazing.
Great,
For
great, sir.
Bangalore.
Romy sir says Romy sir is asking, shall I tell them about the time we got chased by an elephant while passing somewhere in Tekri or Periyar?
Yeah. I mean, that's. I think now almost everybody has a story about elephants chasing them in Tekri. It's not a
So,
big
sir, you are
deal.
also a photographer. I mean, I saw your profile online on social media. How did photography happen to you?
Right from childhood, I had thing about photography, and those days we had film cameras, not digital cameras.
Uh-huh.
So we had to be very careful of what we shoot. So we had to visualize what we want to shoot and then shoot. आजकल की तरह नहीं कि चलो कैमरा उठाया टक 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 टेक अबाउट 20 उसमें से एक तो अच्छा आएगा ही.
Correct.
So those days we had to visualize, we had to compose it and then take a picture because composition of the frame also that was dependent on the particular place, the studio में जो काम करता है उसके ऊपर.
Huh.
You had no option, no say in that. And I love photography, and basically because I also love to share what I saw
Hmm.
to the people. I think in sharing all these photographs or your visuals, it makes it more fun. You enjoy it much more than otherwise.
Correct. And do you have those albums? I'm sure you'll be like having a whole room of albums in that case.
Now, I had, but then वो 2005 में हमारे यहाँ पे वो floods आए थे ना
Oh.
बॉम्बे में. So
Uh-huh.
our house was underwater, 6 feet underwater. All the photographs are gone.
Oh, oh.
Fortunately, Ninad Bhosle, the other rider, he had some photographs
Uh-huh.
and he scanned some of the photographs and sent it to me. So then I made a short video of that and I posted it. Because that's all the memory that I had of that ride. Those photographs which
Right.
Ninad Bhosle sent.
Great, great.
Otherwise, it would have been interesting. And those days, क्या होता था कि even developing a road here was bloody expensive.
हाँ. I mean, I remember
Fortunately,
like
yeah,
एक 28 का रोल आता था और एक 36 का रोल आता था.
36.
एंड बस उसी में जितना काम चलाना उतने में चलाने का. एंड इवन द रोल्स वर प्रीटी एक्सपेंसिव कंपेयर्ड टू I mean, yeah, today we can just click, but then those days it was so expensive to buy a roll and then find a good studio who are going to use good paper to print it out and keep it in a good way. Yeah.
और वो 36 का रोल वो फिट करने का कैमरा में टू एंड देन इफ यू गेट अबाउट 38 इन दैट यू वुड बी thrilled with it. दो एक्स्ट्रा
Yeah,
फिल्म्स आ गए थे.
extra आ गया.
So fortunately, I was working for Air India. So what we used to do is we used to give it to the crew members, the roles,
Mhm.
and we used to give them the money, and they would take it to Singapore. I mean, basically on the Singapore flights, where Singapore to Bangkok, वहाँ पे developing printing was very cheap,
Mhm.
and sometimes and they would be giving free albums also. That was the like USP. So
Right.
we used to give them the roles, we used to pay them, and they used to get the films developed and printed, and they would get the albums also. So it was comparatively quite cheap as to against getting it done in Bombay. I used to maintain a small diary, but वो diary भी चला गया था पानी में.
Oh,
So there is no details as such of how many kilometers we did and कहाँ गए, क्या किया. All this is just shared memories now. I mean, हम लोग कभी बैठते साथ में तो ऐसे कोई बात आ जाती है. Otherwise, no. Otherwise क्या होता
so
था?
अभी
Yeah.
अभी आपने 2014 का राइड किया तो you would have definitely collected more memories and rather it would have been a comparison between 1982 and 2014, right?
Yes, absolutely. In this 2014, it was again that H.V. Kumar, he organized the whole ride for us. And he has such a wonderful system that Sham ko, if you feel like closing the ride, you call him and you tell him, or you just send him the location. Then he'll book a
Hmm.
hotel for you and the nearest place. And you go and so you don't have to worry about searching for a hotel or anything of that sort. You go and stay there in that particular room. Of course, you have to pay for it. You go and stay in that hotel, but the hotel booking is taken care of.
Okay.
It's a very nice system that he has. And then
So,
so we had everything was 2014. It was again that H.V. Kumar, he organized the whole ride for us, and he has such a wonderful system that Sham ko, if you feel like closing the ride, you call him and you tell him, or you just send him the location. Then he'll book a
hmm.
hotel for you and the nearest place. And you go and so you don't have to worry about searching for a hotel or anything of that sort. You go and stay there in that particular room. But of course, you have to pay for it. You go and stay in that hotel, but the hotel booking is taken care of.
Okay.
It's a very nice system that he has. And then
So,
so we had everything was planned out on the Google Maps and everything. I mean, all directions were there, and बीच में कौन सा गांव आता है, क्या होता है, ये होता है. And then Google Map has its own fun. It will
correct.
take you to the shortest route. It will take you to places where no man has ever gone. हमारा भी ऐसे कुछ हो गया है in certain places. We went in some weird places, but then it was fun overall. And The only thing is now you have to spend some time with some people, uh, with someone whom you. I mean, this Aditya Raj Kapoor, I didn't know him at all before this. So
Right.
you
So
discover the.
how easy was it compared to the 1982 experience?
It was not easier or anything like that. This had its own unique challenges. That had its own unique challenges. You can't actually say that this was easier than that. The only thing is now here you could cover more miles than what you could cover in the earlier one because you had more powerful bikes. The roads were better,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, I mean easy in the sense of like communication and like you said the photography part or collecting your memories, things like that. Yes, riding always is challenging no matter how good the roads are or bad, but yeah, some things would have been much better than the 1982 part.
no, as I said, I can't say which was better or worse because see, I enjoyed photography whether it was a film camera or a digital camera, and
Okay.
the uh, as far as the staying is concerned, yeah, we are much more comfortably placed now than what we were then. Those days, you had to come every week.
Hmm.
Now, we were, matlab, both of us were retired, and we had our nest eggs to kept for this. So it was comfortable. It wasn't like you had to scrape and scrounge for
Hmm.
every little thing. And then, of course, those days it was fun. I mean, every night we could sit and drink. यहाँ पे ऐसे नहीं होता था. We every night we did sit and drink because uh, once you reach the Himachal Pradesh, वहाँ पे no drinking because of AMS worries.
Hmm.
Himachal meaning once you reach Manali and then going onwards to Ladakh. And we were actually supposed to go via Kashmir to Ladakh on
Okay.
2014 May, but we could not do it because of the floods. There were
Hmm.
massive floods in Kashmir in
Right.
2014. So because
Huh.
of that, we could not do that. So then we had to go via Manali itself.
Okay. So Romi sir
So
is saying that it's his turn to wash the burtons today, so he's going to leave us for some time and then continue. So रोमी सर मत जाइए, थोड़ी देर के बाद आप बर्तन घिस लीजिए आज. Stay with us. So yeah, Deepak sir, any message that you would like to give the viewers and the biking community on the whole?
I don't believe in giving messages or anything of that sort. I still don't consider myself like I've done something great or something big. I'll tell you is a short incident. हम लोग
Uh-huh.
when we are riding somewhere near somewhere near Ladakh. I don't remember where exactly. तो वहां पे हम लोग चाय के लिए टपरी में रुके थे. तो लंबे से देखा मैं बुढ़ा अपना एक साइकिल पे आ रहा है ऐसे करते करते. And he was a white. He came there. He stopped, parked his cycle. He was
Uh-huh.
cycling. He parked the cycle outside the company, and he got down and he also came for a chai. So I got talking to him. He was 75, 70 or 75 years old.
Oh,
Uh, he had come from Leeds. He
okay.
was riding. He was riding cycling alone from Manali to Ladakh.
Whoa.
And this at that age. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे हम लोग खुद को तोप समझते हैं कि भाई ये उम्र में भी हम लोग बाइक चला रहे, यहाँ जा रहे, वहां जा रहे. Then you realize what you're doing is no big deal at all. Yeah. So when that guy can do it at that age, 75 पे cycling कर रहा है वो. I mean, I can't cycle from here to the railway station. यार. तो कहाँ जाता है वो?
We have become very lazy, sir. I mean, if you ask me to cycle at my age now, also I will not be able to do it. I mean, it will take me probably a couple of months to even get onto the cycle and start cycling around in the on the road and traffic, the whole traffic. Forget the highway. I'm not sure how I'll go. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people from other countries come and cycle, or they trek the whole route from Manali to Ladakh on foot. It's amazing to see them. We end our kind of be by the time we reach 60, we say, "Arey, abhi to hum log buddhe ho gaye," and they just start their life after 60. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
true,
Yes.
true.
And even you, I mean, you have not yet given up traveling, and you're still doing it. You're following your passion and all that. That itself is a very big inspiration, sir.
The basic thing is, I mean, I think, see, I've got diabetes, I've got hypertension. In spite of that, I can manage to travel because I think if you take care of yourself, थोड़ा discipline रखो and you're fine. And
Yes,
when you're riding also, now that you've got all these helmets and armor and matlab, pants and jackets and everything, use it, make use of it. Ensure that
correct,
even if you into an accident, you're at least safe. You don't. So basically, and respect the other guy on the road. Basically, that is what's most important. Respect the other riders, the other traffic,
yes,
the vehicles, the four wheelers. Respect them. Don't try to be. I mean, you should not have that thing that हमारे सामने कोई होना नहीं चाहिए. ऐसे नहीं होता जिंदगी में भी ऐसे नहीं होता है कोई ना कोई आ जाता है सामने. You don't have to. There is no compulsion to overtake him and go ahead. You
right,
should accept what your age is, what your pace is. तुमको क्या स्पीड पे जाना है तुम्हारा बाइक का लिमिटेशंस योर लिमिटेशंस keep all your limitations in mind and continue and then I think you're fine. You can ride all your life. There's absolutely no problem.
correct. Yeah, it is very important to respect other people's journey as well, because everyone wants to be safe and everyone wants to go from point A to point B safely without any incidents in happening on the road. I mean, definitely not any mishaps.
And then there will be some of these Tapuri guys who will be coming, with their bikes and trying to race you and all that. You just ignore them, let them go, let them win the race. You're
Correct.
not riding for any race, you're riding for your pleasure. So don't let that dilute your pleasure.
Right.
Your pleasure
So,
is your
sir,
pleasure.
yeah. So, sir, what is your next plan of riding? I mean, where do you plan to go?
My it's a lifelong dream. Have been wanting to ride to the northeast. वो एक बाकी रह
Okay.
गया. Though I've been to Sikkim, but then I don't think that is constituted as
That's just the
northeast.
beginning of Northeast.
Yeah, yeah. So and I want to do a golden quadrilateral. So, the basic highway ride. As I said, I'm a tourer.
Right.
So I'm actually looking for someone who can help me to find a golden quadrilateral type of trip around the northeast. Without
Absolutely.
going through all these rough rides, off-riding, off-roading, off-roading. So I find it, I know my limitations. I don't want to go off-roading now. That's why I'd rather go on a regular road. I mean, they need not be those six-lane highways in the northeast. I know they don't exist there, but something which is comfortably that I can do on those roads there. But something which covers as many states as possible.
Sure,
I mean,
sure, sir.
Northeast Cup old dream has been there since right since the beginning, and somehow I've never been to achieve it. I think वो बोलते हैं ना बुलावा आता है बोलते हैं ना वैसे ही ये भी ऐसे ही कुछ है बुलावा आना चाहिए ना नॉर्थ ईस्ट से अभी तक आया नहीं है तो इंशाल्लाह आ जाएगा so we'll do it sometime. लेकिन
Yes,
ये खत्म होने दो
absolutely. चलो अभी आपने यहाँ पे बोल दिया था, आई एम श्योर देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ पीपल who would help you to fulfill your dreams of traveling to the northeast. Lalit Parmar says that he can help you with creating the maps for northeast. In fact, Lalit has been a very good coordinator for me when I go out on rides. He knows the India map all in and out as of now. As in, I just have to tell him I need to go a place, and he'll pull up the whole route for me and give it to me. So
I met
yeah,
him
he
once.
says that. Yeah, so he's ready to help you with the northeast part of things. And yes, Golden Quadrilateral also. It's not a tough deal now. You can easily go through, but
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's not a
really
tough
wish.
deal at all. I basically want to now, you see, after getting married, na, I used to ride with my wife.
Okay,
काफी राइडिंग किया हम दोनों ने. Local riding मतलब महाबलेश्वर, माथेरान, these sort of things. यहाँ पे local riding बहुत किया. But then बच्चे हो गए and then she could not come.
correct.
So now she is sort of, she doesn't mind me going on the rides. But then she has not yet developed the comfort zone on the bike yet. Again, earlier on she was a perfect pillion rider. She knew where to turn, which way the weight should be, everything. She was absolutely fantastic. So now, Abhi, I want to do that golden quadrilateral with her, just to get her back into the flow of things, of the ride.
Cool. I think yeah, she should join you, and then it will be uh, I mean a all new experience, getting her back on the bike on the as a pillion and then
Yes.
going on it. Yes, and I really hope your dreams get fulfilled real soon. And yeah, there are quite a few people saying that they would love to join you at least for a short leg of your tour, or maybe ride along with you to whichever destination you would want to. And there are a lot of people who are ready to help you fulfill your dream. So बहुत जल्द हो जाएगा sir, definitely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that happens. The thing is, as I said, I'm a solo rider basically. तो क्या होता है, and there are not many guys of my age who ride. And
Correct.
जितने हैं, everybody is a solo rider.
हाँ.
अभी क्या होता है कि now, as I said, that when you ride with a group, you have to follow the group rules. You're more concentrating on the guy in front or the guy behind. You're not enjoying the ride per se. Though if you just maybe 2 or 3 of you, it's okay. ठीक है. मतलब you're still alone then when you're riding. But when
Right.
you're traveling, like तो झुंड में जाते हैं, तो it becomes a problem when you can't enjoy the ride the way I would like to. Meditation नहीं होता ना, because then you're concentrating on the guy in front or the guy behind.
Correct.
You have to keep both those guys in line of sight. You can't afford to lose.
Yes, I agree. I mean, when you're doing a solo ride, it's all up to you where you want to stop, what you want to see, what you would love to explore. But if you're in a group, then you have to follow the group agenda. You have to stop where they stop. You cannot like typically
True.
do what you want to do. Even if you do, it would be like kind of restricted. So
Yes.
yeah,
And then, as I said, most of the guys from my age group who are riding now are the first one who comes offhand is Lieutenant Colonel Sohan Roy from Pune.
Hmm.
And I mean, he'll be invited by clubs to ride and all that, but then
Right,
he will still be riding alone, and he's happiest when he's riding alone, I'm sure.
absolutely. So Abhishek says that sir, चलो हम लोग Sunday ride पे जाते हैं. So Sunday ride, if you want, Abhishek is up. Anita wants to know. Anita Verma wants to know how tough it is long ride with a pillion.
If your pillion is comfortable on the pillion, the sign of it is that you don't realize that you have a pillion.
Right.
That is when you're riding, there will be no sudden movements either way. Or when you're turning, your pillion moves which way to put his or her weight to go with the bike. So एक बार वो हो जाता है तो then it becomes very comfortable. You don't realize that you have a pillion. And if you don't realize you have a pillion, you're comfortable. It's like riding along. So it depends on how comfortable your pillion is, how comfortable you have made your pillion. So it
Right.
depends on that.
Pillion riding is also an art, sir. I mean, I used to ride pillion with my friend. But yeah, the body language of both the rider and the pillion matters a lot, and especially if there is even the slightest mismatch, uh, the whole thing goes for a toss. Like if you're turning, or if you're probably on a at a particular speed, and if the pillion just moves across, the whole balance is lost. So yeah, uh, body language and understanding the rider's style of riding is very important.
Yeah, and then you also should know the limitations of your pillion. If you know the
Correct.
limitations of your pillion, I think you're comfortable.
Cool. Abhishek says basically pillion surrenders to the rider, but I would say no, because not all pillions know how to coordinate or how to be one with the rider. That creates a whole lot of problem when you have a pillion, and that's why I think most riders prefer to ride alone on their bike. I mean, without a pillion.
True. So as I said, that if you respect your pillion's thought processes, if you know how your pillion thinks, then I think
Yeah.
and that also should match your riding abilities, and then I think you're fine. Then it should not matter.
Correct, sir.
Of course, the ideal thing would be to ride alone.
Absolutely.
शादी हो गई तो साथ में होगा तो अच्छा है ना कोई.
So Anita Verma has one more question for you, sir. She says, an often a debated topic I have encountered is on the braking. How do you brake? Is it front and back together, or first the rear brakes and then the front, or the vice versa? Any tips?
It depends on what sort of brakes that you have. Abhi, on my bike right now, I have these okay, not the drum brakes, the other ones. Disc brakes on the
Disc
front
brakes.
and drum brakes in the rear. So it's better to, if you have that way, then it's better to put the rear brake first and then the front brake. Because the disc brake is so powerful that it will just stop and you will just have a tumble. And your gear braking, brake with your gear. Go into a lower
Correct.
gear.
As in the clutch.
What would you do, Shilpa?
I So for me, typically I apply both the brakes as far as possible. But if it's a downslope, then I prefer hitting uh, the front brake for a little more than the rear brake. And if it's an incline, then I hit on the rear brakes a little more than the front brake, so that we can keep the climb on and we don't slip back or we don't tumble down.
Yeah, so it's basically what you develop from your own riding practices.
Correct.
I think each one to himself to a certain extent. And because
Yeah.
on my Yezdi, I used to use all three together, the gear and the front and the rear brakes. Because वो drum brakes ही था दोनों wheels पे.
Huh.
And that reflex action has still carried over onto my riding today. I still tend to use all the brakes. But then I didn't want to say that because some people वैसे अगर करते तो you just will tend to follow because those Disc brakes are so powerful. I did not grow up with disc brakes. Disc brakes is something new to me.
Right, and now with the ABS, it's yeah, ABS is safer. Was he really comfortable, or was he just joking around, not making you ride?
He was so bloody comfortable. He used to stand up and he start dancing and stuff on the bike. You will not believe it, but that's what he used to do. He used to have conversations with the car next, who's बाजू में गाड़ी जा रहे. We used to have a conversation with them.
Yeah,
So that
he was
reminds
also
me
saying.
of
Yeah,
yeah,
he was saying of shifting from one bike to another while in motion. Did he do
yes,
that as well?
circus में ना because एक बाइक पे पिलियन हमेशा खाली रहता था because we only five of us, we were three bikes.
Correct.
This he had done in Delhi. रात को हम लोग
Okay.
घूम रहे थे तो वहां भी उसने किया one bike on the event. And
Okay.
circus में जवानी दीवानी था उसके लिए it was okay. It was fun.
That,
And
yeah,
fortunately,
absolutely.
we didn't, no accidents, no mishaps, nothing. That shows how
That
good
that
riders we were.
that's the best part. No mishaps, no accidents, just pure adventure and enjoyment. That's what anyone would want on a ride. Correct.
Yeah. So as I was saying, it reminded me that गाड़ी का बात किया तो we have time, right?
Yes.
So we were riding in Rajasthan somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. And those days petrol pumps were few and far between. And the petrol pumps were not really petrol pumps; they were diesel pumps.
Okay.
The petrol pumps were बहुत मुश्किल से मिलते. So we used to fill up
अच्छा.
जब भी मिलता चांस मिलता था we used to fill up. लेकिन ऐसे भी टाइम आता है कि पूरा पेट्रोल ही खत्म हो जाता. So I think it was Romy and me. We were on the bike and अपना my bike का पेट्रोल पूरा खत्म हो गया. Then
Oh.
to tilt किया सब किया और थोड़ा आगे गया. But then it came to a point where that's it, no more.
Oh.
Then you try to stop truckies and all that just to, give a lift so that you can go and get the truckies are in their own speed. They are not just going to stop here. चले जा रहे थे. And from the other side, a fancy looking car came. Mercedes Benz. आगे सामने से and he stopped. The driver came out and asked, क्या हुआ क्या problem? I said petrol खत्म हो गया है. I said अच्छा. He went back and he spoke to the guy sitting in the rear seat. Mercedes गाड़ी से पेट्रोल निकाल के हमारे कैन में they can put it in the bike. So then when all that was being done, I went and asked them. I asked the guy, then went to thank the guy sitting in the rear seat. Said, thank you so much, sir, for having done this. May I know who you are? So he said, I'm Maharaj of whichever particular state that part of that place was. So I'm Maharaja, I'm a Maharaja. And I said, thank you. I hope I've not delayed you for any of your meetings. No, I was just going to pick up a couple of horses.
Oh. Lucky
घोड़े
you.
खरीदने जा रहे. It was so fascinating to hear that sort of stuff. And he said, so when I thanked him, he said, I don't want anybody to be passing through my space and then say that, I had a problem and nobody bothered to stop and help me.
Hmm.
So he,
That was very
just
kind of him.
courtesy. Yeah, and actually, one most important thing I want to tell people is the world is not at all bad.
Correct.
Stop reading newspapers, stop watching the TV news. Just travel, and you'll know that the people are so good all around the world. Anywhere you go in the country today, or those days, right from those days, when you are in trouble, nobody is going to beat you up. They will come and help you. Which be and
Yes.
because most of the time, क्या होता है realize that you are doing something which those people always been wanting to do it, but have not been able to do it. So they are in
Right.
awe of, "Oh, अरे ये कर रहा है." I remember in Himachal one, I think it was in Solan.
Mm-hmm.
There we went into the Himachal Pradesh Tourism Development Corporation. Most of the time we used to stay in those Tourism Development Corporation places only because unka location used to be the best in every state. So we stopped there, and so a group of guys came in. They were all in the maybe 30s or 35, 30s, 40s में थे वो. 40s में थे. Then they stopped and they said, "अरे क्या कर रहे हो ये वो?" Then they said, "चलो now tonight drinks and dinner on us." So they took us inside वहाँ पे restaurant में. Then they are telling us, "बॉस तुम लोग ये जो कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग कब से सोच रहे हैं करने का लेकिन नहीं कर पाते." So this is the least we can do. Is saying this. They said that we can, treat you all, spend some time with you all. But I think we've had quite a few of evenings like that, with strangers. They did
Right.
not accept money from us. It was a small in Himachal Pradesh itself, juice center tha, apple juice.
Ah.
We took juice from there. He refused to take money from us. He was
Oh
a
wow.
ordinary stall wala. Hey साहब
Correct.
आपसे क्या पैसा लेना आप इतना घूम रहे हो आपसे क्या पैसा लेना and then people are so helpful. I think it also depends on how you behave with them.
Absolutely.
If
Absolutely.
you're not arrogant, if you're polite, then the reaction that you get also is polite and very nice and helpful. That's one thing I've noticed. Nowhere have we had any problems where they've been angry with us or they've been irritated with us. I said, "Kabhi nahi hua hai." We've always, whenever we had a problem, we always had these guys helping us.
Absolutely. I
So,
share that experience with you, sir. I mean, I was on a, All India ride in 2016, solo ride myself I was doing. And yes, I never faced any problems. In fact, people were so helpful. Like you said, I mean, the world, what we see through newspapers or through TVs or other media is not exactly what it is out there. So while we travel and if we are humble and if we accommodate or we adapt to what to the place that we are going to, it's very easy. People come out and help you, and they are there with you through all odds. So yes, I agree with you absolutely. It's very safe there. It's not at all as dangerous as it is shown otherwise.
yeah, everybody is so busy making their own living. They are not at all interested in what community you're from or what. So they just
Yes.
want to. There is a nipta ke, they want to get on to the next moment. They are not there to find out. अरे तू ये क्या तू तेरा ये करेगा. Nothing of that sort. It was so beautiful. It is so beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, sir, thank you very much for joining us and sharing all your experiences. It was wonderful, really wonderful talking to you. And I think this is one of the longest session that we have had on roaring cycles. And I mean, time kahan gaya pata hi nahi chala. It's been wonderful talking to you, sir. Definitely, I would like to meet you in person someday, where there is no time restriction and we can continue with all the stories more and more with you. Um, Lalit Parmar was asking if you could call your wife if she's around and we could just say a hi to her. Is that possible, sir?
Yeah. Once.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Good, good.
Ma'am, we were talking with sir for all this while. He was sharing his experience on riding all over India twice and other like how the whole family goes in for at least one vacation in the whole year. So,
Yes.
ma'am, he also said that he wants to get you back as a pillion and go on a ride. So I want to know how excited are you to do that?
Yes. I'm waiting for it.
Wow, that's such an encouragement that even now you want to really go out with your husband. I mean, pillion riding. आज के तारीख में lot of people say नहीं नहीं मैं pillion नहीं आऊंगी. I'm scared. I cannot sit behind you. It's very tiring and all that. But sir was saying like you're a very good pillion rider, and yes, very patient. I know pillion riding में बहुत कमर दुखता है. It's hard. How do you manage it, ma'am?
Earlier, when we used to go around in Maharashtra, I was much younger.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm
But
a
still,
kid. I enjoy it.
so where would you like to go, ma'am?
Anywhere, anywhere. Because now that most of our responsibilities are done with, I don't mind going anywhere.
Wow, sir, you really have a lovely wife, I must say. Like, so, ma'am, like I was saying, saying to Deepak sir that we would love to meet him in person, and the next time that we meet, we would love to have you as well. To meet you in person, listen to all the stories and everything. Thanks for joining us. Wonderful time spent with both of you. Thank you, sir, and we seek your blessings to keep riding on the road more and more.
It's been a pleasure, Shilpa. I would love to meet you also. And I've been going through your profile. You've been doing a fantastic amount of riding.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're a role model for a lot of women riders.
Yeah, I try to do my do whatever I can do. I try to even teach women how to ride, help them to live their dreams. Even if it is like a short ride that they would want to do, I try to push them ahead, or push them beyond their limitations and things. Yeah, my small contribution to the society, I would say.
You're in Bombay?
I'm trying.
You're in Bombay?
Yes. Yeah, I'm in Bombay. I stay in Kandivali.
Okay.
And I do travel to. Sorry,
somehow
sir?
I thought you were from Bangalore.
No, I've been to Bangalore a few times, but yeah, I'm not from Bangalore. But my native is in Kerala.
Okay, good, great. So true Kerala.
No, I'm born and brought up in Mumbai itself, so I can say I'm a true Mumbaiker.
Ah, great.
So thank you very much, sir. Really, I mean, I don't feel like cutting off the interview, but time constraint here, so I will have to do that. But I'll definitely meet you soon. And ma'am, yes, you also, I will meet you in person very soon, and have more talks.
घर पे आ जाओ, you take my number from Abhishek and come over.
Sure thing, sir. Thank you very much.
Come on the bike. Spend an evening
Yes.
with us.
Absolutely, I will come on my bike and yeah, maybe even do a short ride with you during that time.
Yeah, why not? We'd love to do that.
Thank you very much, sir. We will end the session today, and I hope to hear from you more. Next is we should get Romy sir online as well. So Abhishek is going. Yeah, Abhishek is going to coordinate. He said.
Okay. He's a great guy.
So yeah, we'll have another fun session with him. I'm sure about that.
He will tell you all the things which I missed out on.
Oh.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I will definitely listen to him, how he fell in love even without a girlfriend, how he shifted from one bike to another while in motion, how he was a pillion rider, everything. I'm going to listen to him, listen to all the stories there, and hope to have him soon on the show.
Okay, Shilpa, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Good night and take care. Be safe, sir, and be safe, ma'am.
Yes,
see you soon.
You too. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Abhishek, also on my behalf. or if he's there, thank you, Abhishek, for making this happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. So, guys, it was such a wonderful session listening to Deepak sir and his experience around the country and with people and his endless stories. We would love to listen to more of it, but that would come later. Thank you very much, and have a very good evening. Take rest. Be safe. Sunday we'll be back with our Roaring Cycle Spotlight. So do join in again. Take care. Be safe. Bye bye.